Hey, what's up guys? This is the first time I'm doing a review on the EVH 5150 series Purple Daze Deluxe. I don't know if you can see right there. Sorry about that. Decided to wear my purple shirt to match with this because this baby, when I saw it, I was like, I gotta have it. And even though the black stealth was like pretty, good looking on that one, I was like, man, I gotta have a purple guitar. I've always wanted one since I was a teen. So anyway, let me get started with this. Got a basswood body, basically. This thing's like lighter than alder, and to tell you the truth, it really like resonates or vibrates whenever I play it on the low chugs. I feel like the whole guitar almost like vibrates, so you really feel it with it. Also, it has a graphite reinforced bolt-on quarter-sawn maple neck, and this baby's like freaking smooth. Like, I guess it's a satin urethane finish, I believe. Yeah, and it just really like, you don't have that stickiness that you usually do on some of the smooth necks. Also, this baby has a, what do you call it? Oh, a 2-pin. So what this does is like kind of like the old school guitars, holds your locking nut right there. And this is the first for me, so I freaked out with that. I really like this look. And also, it doesn't have locking nuts, but it does have EVH tuners to go along with it. And so far so good. It's been staying in tune and really great. Also, let's see, compound radius neck. This thing is like pretty much in up here, and then when you come up here, it gets flatter and flatter, and it just kind of like widens. And I believe that is a 0.790 on the 3rd fret, and it goes up to 0.810 on the 12th fret. And pretty much the compound radius neck is like foresee your speed. And compared to a Charvel, I have a Charvel that's the DK24 HSH, the one that came out in 2019. And that one, I think this it's a modified C-shaped neck. On that one, my Charvel was like thinner, but this one it feels almost like a Fender almost, but not as like thick. And it kind of like disappears right around here. The roundness kind of like flattens right over here, and it feels really great. I like that because I'm a rhythm player mostly, and I just love the smoothness of it up here. But when you get right here, that's when you can start shredding. And yeah, 22 jumbo frets kind of stops right there, and for me that's enough. That's perfect. Let me start with the kill switch. This was the best part. This thing is just awesome. It just sounds great. You really mess with it all day, and that one's like a plus. Just all day, just mess with that sucker. Then you got the toggle switch over here for the neck. Then you get the two, these are EVH Wolfgang pickups, and then you get the bridge right here. So these bridges, this one's, I like the sound of it. The humbuckers, I've never had EVH per se, but these really bite. You just get that growl, just like. And then the neck too is just real fluttery. And then two together, you just get a nice like. I always thought Eddie Van Halen and all his like brands were just overrated. I never got into them until recently, and then especially with this pads and everything, I started researching them. Then I came across this guitar, and I was just like, man, this is really good. I never liked his Wolfgang kind of like shape guitars for EVH, so when it came out with this one, I was just like, really interested. And the banana headstocks I've never been too much into, but I really like the shape of this one. It's not as it's kind of different shape than what do you call those, the Kramers, and I never liked that, but when they came out with this, it just looked great altogether. And you know, without a pick guard, it just had like this look of us, like those, not the Soul Cows, but I forget the other Charvels. Well, anyway, it just had a really good fender look too, and then the shape of it was really caught my eye, and I had to get one. And you know, I was stuck between the black and the purple. Of course, I went with the purple because it had that 80s theme. At first, it looked weird and girlish, but when I saw it in person and when I ordered it, I just wanted to see how it looked. And sure thing enough, I just fell in love with it, love at first sight. But anyway, let me get back to you know, the pickups. These things I always thought were overrated. You know, going back to them, I just like love the bite and the mids, and especially when you go neck, I was looking for that like flutter, just like something just really like fat sounding and warm, and then you know, just at the same this is all around guitar that, you know, was made for 80s and rock, classic rock, and now I know why Eddie Van Halen wanted to design his own pickups. Like, it just has a whole sound. But let me go back to the guitar. Let's see, pickups, controls. You got 2 volume, one's a 500K, low orange friction. I think it's this one, yeah, 500, and it's basically has a treble bleed. So you have this like, kind of like what I was playing earlier. It kind of cuts out the gain, but it leaves the treble to a point where you can hear it without cutting the volume all the way. Like, you have enough like space to like, you would really have to turn this down and put the volume. So that's like perfect if you want out to like have a clean gain. Without even like messing with the pedal, you can get that sound effect. Then you have basically the high friction 250K pot, and this thing is like, I guess like a lot of people saying it's to like prevent you from, you know, getting this one mixed up, and a lot of people would bump into this one, but I kind of like it. You know, it's just there, and these two work together, especially like if you want to do like cathedral. I still haven't practiced that one, but that one was like one of the best features of this. And I have 2 Charvels that are like that, or a Charvel that's like that, and it's just really awesome. You can tell that, like, you know, no friction deal. So kill switch, you know, configuration, HH. You know, this is the best you can get with these guys. I mean, they haven't made an HSH yet, but that'd be cool. Let's see, right? Trying to think. Oh, Floyd Rose 1000. It's like EVH branded, but people have been saying this is the 1000 version of what the Charvels have, or, you know, Jackson has. And to be honest, this thing's really, really underrated. A lot of people give this, you know, this Floyd Rose crap, and it's probably like, to me, you know, giggable, like all the way through. If you want to tour, gig, beat it up, it does a trick. A lot of people will like say like, get a German, you know, made. And to me, German made is like, you know, I haven't tried one per se, but from what I've seen, what this one does compared to a special or the, you know, crappy ones that are, I don't want to say crappy, but if your money can afford it, go for the 1000. You know, this thing will like just dive without getting out of tune. I think it's an R3 version, so you can replace it with an original for the 1000s. I read So this is R3. You just gotta match the locking nut in the baby with an original Floyd Rose if you want to replace it. But I think this is like pretty much good. You know, you can just do all sorts of sucker out right there. Definitely one underrated. And then you got the drop B tuner right here. Basically, this one came in floating, but I had to like set it myself to get it down to the body so it'd stay in tune. Otherwise, you'd probably lead one of these tremolo stops, or maybe a no tremolo. There's like all sorts of ones out there, but I didn't want to have this big old screw in there, screwdriver in it. I just wanted to make my own, like, you know, way of doing it without messing with it. And I saw a lot of people say just float it. I mean, you can float it or have it top mounted. And I basically screwed these two screws right here down, you know, leveled it a little bit and got it to where I needed to. And basically it just stays in tune whenever I'm trying to listen to it. One thing I will select is pulling this out for the treble, put the whammy down. And I just love this thing. This thing is try to top mount it. If you can't, get a no tremolo locking, you know, to lock the baby in so it doesn't go back. Because if you don't, this drop D tuner is gonna have this Floyd Rose all over the place, and you don't want that. You want a good steady like tuning stability, especially if you're gigging with it. And so yeah, the best bang for your buck, man. These things are like going for a good price, like under $1,000. I say it's like worth it. You know, if you can find a used, brand new, like $1,200, but if you find a deal under $1,000, no problem. You can see the EVH right here. Brand, I gotta take these stickers off. This thing is like, I think it like got in April, so it's like a few months old. And yeah, this thing is like unbelievably good. I love this thing. It does the 70s, 80s. It has like rich harmonics. Oh man, the harmonics on here are just like terrific. Also, let's see. I'm trying to think of what else. Over the neck, graphite reinforcement. It just has this like neck that will not go anywhere. Graphite reinforcement, awesome. Cortisone, ebony. I think it's ebony, if I'm right. Jumbo fret size, 22 frets. I believe I covered that already. Hand rub satin urethane. That's what it was. Okay, that's because I have like a paper that I'm looking at, making sure I cover everything. Truss rod adjustment right here. I forgot about that. 2.5 millimeter. So in case you want to like adjust the neck, or you know, if it goes out, but I doubt it. This neck ain't going nowhere. Yeah, pretty much this thing is unbelievable. Great guitar. Like I had like a lot of, you know, dodges with EVH, but this is like my first like EVH guitar, and I'm just mind blown with it. It might be my last, but I don't know. The Wolfgang is not something I have in mind. But if you're thinking of 5150, oh man, y'all go for it. It just has that Fender body too. Like compared to my Fenders, it just has that shape that fits with it. So like I said, it just feels comfortable. and like body curve, like it's almost exactly like a Fender. Kill switch, just all around guitar, all top mount too. So if you want to have like no springs underneath holding the pickups, these are like great. And like I said, it was perfect for the resonance. I guess I could just shut up now and just play some tunes. See how this goes. I'm gonna try clean first. Some crunch in here. There's way too much effects in there. Sorry about that. Put a little reverb. Spring reverb. Okay, let's try that. Oh yeah, a lot better. Pick up. Middle. Two pickups, remember that? Bridge. Let's try some distortion. I'm gonna put a little bit of gain. that treble lead? That's like all around guitar. Yeah, this thing is like really punchy, really great. So, to be truth, compared to I guess the Duncans, I have one that has Duncans. I think it's TB6. Duncan distortion is the heavy ones. Those are a lot heavier than these, but these kind of have a crunch that's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's very like old school crunch, but it controls you. You kind of got like to like dig in your strings to get that. Otherwise, you're not gonna get that full like. But it really like plays well with your hands. Like if you strum hard, it's gonna sound crunchy. If you go light, it's gonna have that perfect like. Just all around great guitar, and like I said, this whammy, it's just so fun to play with. I don't know why people give it so much shit. It has a great dive to it. It never gets out of it. It always stays in tune with these with this locking nut up here. Always stays in tune. It took me a while when you get these. I think it's because it was like still brand new. It had to like adjust. I think I got a B stock. I believe I had to go double check on that. But as soon as I saw it, I ordered it because it was like on sale. And it hasn't done me wrong. I mean, these I had to fool around. You know, still getting used to Floyd Rose. Can't say much. You know, D-tune is really great. Got to make sure this thing's up all the way. For those of you who are new to it. And yeah, just grab yourself one of these if you're hesitant. I say just grab it. You know, do that return thing. I don't know. Go to Guitar Center, see if you can find one that's similar. They're all the same from what I've heard. Even the old ones that don't have the kill switch, it has the same pickups. And these Wolfgangs growl. I just love this all around great guitar. But hopefully you guys like this review. This is probably my first review for, yeah, I think for my any guitars. I might do the Charvels next, or maybe one of my Fenders player series. Not just talking about, you know, those besides, you know, the specs. But I would love to just do more of these reviews because, you know, I was real hesitant on that and there wasn't too much, but I found some great ones by, you know, people like Cameron Cooper, UK TV, I think it was called. Gotta go back and check them out. A few guys who had this, but, you know, I'm not reviewing for EVH or anything like that as a sponsor. You know, this is just to let y'all know, like, dude, y'all gotta get a hand on these. All right, well, y'all guys have a good one. Thank you.